My girlfriend said, "I'm pregnant, but the baby isn't yours. I just want things to stay peaceful." I smiled and said, "All right, whatever you want." The next day, I canceled our apartment lease, forwarded her message to her ex, and sent a gift basket to his house that said, "Congratulations, you're going to be a dad." 2 hours later, his wife called. Her first words made me heart stop, and what happened next? I'm 40 years old, and I thought I had my life figured out. Sarah and I had been together for 3 years. We weren't married, but we lived together in a nice 2-bedroom apartment downtown, split the bills evenly, and talked about the future like it was something we were building together. I genuinely believed we were solid. Last Tuesday evening, I came home from the gym around 7 p.m. Sarah was sitting on the couch with her phone in her lap, staring at the blank TV screen. The apartment felt cold despite the heater running. I knew something was wrong immediately. "Hey," I said, dropping my gym bag by the door. "You okay?" She didn't look at me, just kept staring forward. "We need to talk," she finally said. Those 4 words, everyone knows what they mean. I sat down in the armchair across from her, my stomach already tightening. "I'm pregnant," she said flatly. For about 3 seconds, I felt this weird rush of emotions, shock, fear, maybe even a little excitement. Then she continued, "But the baby isn't yours." The room went silent. I could hear the refrigerator humming in the kitchen, a car alarm going off somewhere outside. My brain was trying to process what she'd just said, but it felt like my thoughts were moving through mud. "What?" I finally managed. She looked at me then, and I'll never forget her expression. Not guilty, not apologetic, just tired. "It's Marcus's," she said. "It happened 2 months ago. I didn't plan it. It just happened. Marcus, her ex-boyfriend from college, the guy she'd told me not to worry about when they reconnected on social media last year. The guy she'd grabbed coffee with just as friends back in August." "You slept with Marcus," I said slowly, making sure I understood correctly. "Yes." "2 months ago?" "Yes." "And you're pregnant?" "Yes." I sat there for a minute, just looking at her. Part of me wanted to explode. Part of me wanted to cry. But mostly, I just felt numb. "Does he know?" I asked. "No," she said quickly. "And I don't want to tell him. He's married now. It would destroy everything. I want to keep things peaceful. Between us. We can figure this out together." I actually laughed. It just came out. This bitter sound that surprised even me. "Peaceful," I repeated. "You want to keep things peaceful." "I know you're angry," she said. "But please, let's not make this harder than it has to be. We can work through this." I stared at her for a long moment. She genuinely thought I was going to what? Raise another man's baby? Pretend everything was fine? Stay with her after she'd been cheating on me? "All right," I said, standing up. "Whatever you want." She looked relieved. Actually relieved. I went to the bedroom, closed the door, and sat on the edge of the bed. My hands were shaking. I pulled out my phone and started making a list of everything I needed to do. I wasn't going to yell. I wasn't going to break things. I was just going to disappear from her life so completely she'd wonder if I'd ever existed. That night, I slept on the couch. Sarah tried to talk to me once, but I told her I needed space to process. She went to bed around 10 p.m. I stayed up until 2 a.m. researching apartment lease cancellation policies and scrolling through Marcus's Facebook page. Marcus Chen, 39 years old, married to a woman named Jennifer for 6 years. No kids. He worked in finance, posted pictures of fancy dinners and golf trips. His wife was a pediatric nurse who volunteered at animal shelters on weekends. She looked genuinely kind in her photos, always smiling. I felt sick thinking about what Sarah had done to both of us. Update: one Wednesday morning, I called our landlord at 8 a.m. sharp. Our lease had a clause that allowed for early termination with 60 days' notice and a penalty fee of 2 months' rent. I told him I'd pay it. He was surprised but didn't ask questions. I told him only my name would be coming off the lease. Sarah could figure out if she wanted to stay and cover the full rent alone or leave. Then I went to the bank and opened a new checking account. I transferred my half of our shared savings into it. We'd been saving for a vacation to Japan. $8,400 split down the middle. I took my $4,200. At 10 a.m., I texted Sarah's message to myself so I'd have a clean screenshot. Then I looked up Marcus's address. Public records are surprisingly easy to access when you know someone's full name and city. I ordered a gift basket online, one of those fancy ones with gourmet chocolates, sparkling cider, and a little teddy bear. I paid extra for same-day delivery. In the gift message section, I wrote, "Congratulations, you're going to be a dad. Sarah's expecting. We should talk. A concerned friend." I added Marcus's home address and confirmed the order. Then I forwarded Sarah's text message to Marcus's Facebook Messenger. I didn't add any commentary, just sent it and blocked her immediately on my phone. I spent the rest of Wednesday packing my essentials: clothes, laptop, important documents. I called my buddy Derek and asked if I could crash at his place for a few weeks. He said yes without hesitation. At 3 p.m., my phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. "Hello? Is this the person who sent the gift basket to 447 Riverside Drive?" A woman's voice, shaky, angry, scared. My heart stopped. "Who is this?" I asked, though I already knew. "This is Jennifer Chen, Marcus's wife, and you need to tell me right now what the hell is going on." I took a deep breath. "Mrs. Chen, I'm sorry you had to find out this way. My name is Jake. I've been dating Sarah Hollis for 3 years. Last night she told me she's pregnant with your husband's baby." Silence. Long, terrible silence. "You're lying," she finally whispered. "I wish I was," I said. "I can forward you the text message she sent me. I can give you her number. I can tell you that she said it happened 2 months ago, around August, and that she didn't want to tell Marcus because he's married and it would destroy everything." I heard her breathing, fast and shallow. "I need proof," she said. I sent her the screenshot. Then I sent her Sarah's phone number and our address. "I'm sorry," I said again. "I thought you deserved to know." She hung up. I sat there for a minute, staring at my phone. Then I got back to packing. Update 2. By Thursday morning, everything had exploded. Sarah called me 47 times starting at 11 p.m. Wednesday night. I didn't answer any of them. She left voicemails, crying, screaming, begging me to pick up. I deleted them without listening past the first few seconds. Derek's apartment was small but comfortable. He worked from home as a software contractor, so he was there when I showed up Wednesday night with 2 suitcases and a box of belongings. "You look like hell," he said, letting me in. "I feel worse than I look." He didn't pry, just showed me the guest room and offered me a beer. Good friend. Thursday afternoon, Sarah showed up at Derek's building. I have no idea how she found me. Maybe she called mutual friends. She buzzed the intercom. "Jake, please. We need to talk. You can't just do this." Derek looked at me. I shook my head. "He's not interested," Derek said into the intercom. "Leave or I'm calling the cops." She buzzed twice more, then left. Around 4 p.m., I got a Facebook message request from Jennifer Chen. I accepted it. "I confronted Marcus," she wrote. "He admitted everything. He said it was one time, a mistake, that he was drunk. I don't believe him. I don't believe anything anymore. I'm filing for divorce. I thought you should know. Also, thank you, I think. I don't know if I should thank you or hate you for telling me, but at least now I know." I wrote back, "I'm sorry for both of us. If you need anything, testimony, evidence, whatever, let me know. He destroyed my relationship too." She didn't respond immediately, but I saw she read it. That evening, I got an email from Sarah's mother. Apparently, Sarah had called her crying, playing the victim, saying I'd abandoned her during her pregnancy. The email was exactly what you'd expect. How dare you leave my daughter when she needs you most? You're a coward. She made one mistake and you threw away 3 years like it meant nothing. I replied with the screenshot of Sarah's text. Just that. Nothing else. She didn't email back. Update 3 Friday. I took a personal day from work. I needed to find a new apartment and couldn't handle the office gossip. One of our mutual friends, Kayla, had already texted me asking what happened. Word travels fast. I spent the morning looking at studio apartments within my budget. Found one about 20 minutes from my current job, available November 1st. I put down a deposit. Around 2 p.m., Marcus Chen called me. My blood ran cold when I saw the name on my phone. I answered. "What do you want?" "You had no right," he said. His voice was tight, controlled fury. "What happened between Sarah and me is none of your business. You destroyed my marriage." I actually laughed. "I destroyed your marriage?" "You slept with my girlfriend. You did this. It was one time, one mistake. Jennifer would never have known if you hadn't stuck your nose where it doesn't belong. So your plan was to just let your kid grow up never knowing you exist? Let me raise your child thinking it's mine?" Sarah said she wasn't going to tell anyone. Sarah's a liar, Marcus. Or did you forget that part? She was lying to me the whole time she was with you. He was quiet for a moment. Then, Jennifer's taking everything. The house, the savings, she's out for blood. Good, I said. She deserves better than you. You're a piece of shit. Right back at you. He hung up. I sat there feeling weirdly calm. Maybe I should have felt guilty for blowing up his life, but I didn't. He made his choice when he slept with someone in a relationship. Jennifer deserved the truth. Saturday, Sarah texted from a different number. "Jake, please talk to me. I know I messed up. I know I hurt you. But what you did was cruel. Marcus's wife is destroying him. His family won't speak to him. He might lose his job because of the stress. You ruined multiple lives because you were angry at me." I stared at the message for a long time before typing back. You ruined your own life when you cheated. You ruined Marcus's life when you slept with a married man. You tried to ruin mine by asking me to raise another man's child. I just made sure the truth came out. Don't contact me again. I blocked the new number. Update 4. 2 weeks later, I was settled into my new studio apartment. It was small, but mine. No shared furniture, no memories of Sarah walking around in her pajamas on Sunday mornings, no ghost of a relationship haunting the rooms. Derek helped me move my stuff from storage. We ordered pizza and watched basketball. Normal things, healing things. I got a message from Jennifer Chen again. The divorce is moving forward. Marcus is trying to fight it, but my lawyer says we have everything we need. I found out he'd been messaging Sarah for months before they hooked up. It wasn't just one mistake. Thank you for giving me the push I needed to look deeper. I found hotel receipts, deleted texts he thought were gone. He'd been cheating longer than I knew. My stomach turned. So Sarah had been lying even more than I thought. I wrote back, "I'm glad you found out. You deserve better. I hope the divorce goes smoothly." "How are you doing?" she asked. "Better every day," I typed. Still angry sometimes. But mostly just tired of thinking about it. "Same. Do you think Sarah kept the baby? I hadn't even thought about that." "I don't know. I haven't talked to her since I left. Marcus said she's demanding child support. She's planning to keep it. Of course she was." "That's between them now," I said. "I'm just glad I'm not involved." "Me too," Jennifer said. "Good luck with everything." "You too." A month after everything blew up, I ran into Kayla at a coffee shop. She looked uncomfortable when she saw me. "Hey," she said carefully. "How are you?" "Fine. You?" "Good. Listen, I heard Sarah's version of things. I just want you to know I don't believe her." I sipped my coffee. What did she say? That you overreacted to one mistake, that you were emotionally abusive and controlling, that you sabotaged her life because you couldn't handle not being in control. I shook my head. Of course she did. I know you, Jake. I know that's bullshit. She cheated. She got pregnant. You left. That's not abuse. That's self-respect. Thanks, I said quietly. That actually means a lot. She's telling people Marcus forced himself on her now, changed her story completely. I went cold. What? Yeah. She's claiming she didn't cheat, that she was assaulted. But the texts she sent him afterward don't match that story. A few of us have seen them. She's just trying to save face. I felt sick. That's disgusting. I know. I stopped talking to her. A lot of people have. I finished my coffee in silence. Sarah had burned every bridge trying to avoid accountability. Final update. It's been 3 months now. Sarah had the baby, a boy. Marcus's family demanded a DNA test, and it confirmed what everyone already knew. He's paying child support, but he's not involved in the kid's life. His divorce from Jennifer finalized last month. She moved to a different state to be closer to her sister. Sarah tried to reach out one more time through a mutual friend, asking if I'd be willing to talk. I said no. There's nothing left to say. I've started seeing someone new. Nothing serious yet. But it's nice to remember what it feels like when someone actually respects you. Her name's Amy. She teaches high school English. We met at a bookstore, both reaching for the same novel. Cliché, but true. My new apartment feels like home now. I painted the walls, got some plants, adopted a cat named Soup. Life is quiet, simple, mine. Sometimes I think about Sarah and Marcus and wonder if they ever talk, if they regret what they did. Then I remember it doesn't matter. Their choices led them exactly where they are. Mine led me here. I'm not bitter anymore. I'm just free. Edit 1. A few people asked why I sent the gift basket instead of just telling Jennifer directly. Honestly, I was angry and wanted Marcus to feel the same shock I felt. Petty? Maybe, but it worked. Edit 2. Yes, I kept receipts of everything. Texts, emails, bank transfers. My lawyer friend told me to document everything in case Sarah ever tried to claim I owed her money or was involved with the kid legally. So far, she hasn't. Edit 3. For those wondering, Soup is a gray tabby with one eye. He's perfect.